Hey guys, I have not uploaded in a while, but ooh, don't want to move my steering wheel too much. Want to try and start recording a new series for you guys where I go around and find like historic places and tell you about the history. Currently I'm in front of the Mable house here in Mableton. Around, so that's part of the house. Well, the actual house is over there, but this is like their meat smoking house that they had. I would get out and actually walk around, but just realized that there's two guys mowing and I really don't want to get in their way. So I might just get out and show you guys the front of the house and like the well that is nearby. So yeah, we're gonna go do that right now. Alright, so here's the historic house. Sorry if it's kind of loud, it's near a busy road. So yeah, this is the historic Mable house. It was built by Robert Mable, who is a Scottish immigrant who came here in, whoo, sticks everywhere. Here is a picture of him. That's right outside the Mable house, Robert Mable. He moved here in 1838. And it was 300 acres of land that he purchased, and he had a plantation on this land. And actually in the very back of the house is the Mable House Amphitheater. Right across the street over here is the Art Center. And this is what, or who Mableton is named after. So just if we kind of pause for a second so y'all can read that. Because he actually, before he built this house here, he actually had a log cabin. Log cabin before that was built. And he actually, his first wife, I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me. I know I will butcher it. But she actually died giving birth to their last child that they had together. And he married her cousin. So yeah, and they actually, I believe this family lived in this house for a while. I want to say the last family that lived here, or the last descendants of the Mable family, had actually, I want to say it was in the mid-1900s when it finally was, kind of became part of, I need to look it up, but I'm not really sure who bought it, but then it was given to the Historic Society that's like here in Mableton, and they purchased it, refurbished it. This house actually has no running water. It has been pretty much, let me see if I can see inside here, but they are not open, unfortunately. It has got period furniture. Yeah, and it was also used as a hospital in the Civil War as well. It's a very nice house. They usually have it open, like for school tours and stuff, but that's usually the end of September, usually is when they have it open for that. This here is the well. This well actually still has fresh water to this day. But of course it's not being used. They had to put a cover over it. So this is the well. This is actually the original well that was on the property. And it even says it right here, although the well is closed for safety reasons, it is believed to have good drinking water even today. And then back here, I believe that right there is the corn husk building where they kept like all their corn and stuff. And this right here is actually their kitchen. Their kitchen was separate from the house because back in the day there was a risk of fires, and you didn't want that. So this here is the kitchen house. Because I think actually a fire in the mid-1900s, caused the front wall to be replaced, and later the unstable chimney was removed. And this was basically where they were called to eat. So they would eat here, and then there's a bell right here which was rung to let them know that, hey, dinner's ready. Which, that is the bell. That's the back of the house. And this is their smokehouse. So when they would get their meat, they would hang it up in this house here, and they would smoke it. So that's the smokehouse. So they would hang the meat up like this. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. And that's the smokehouse. And then the family is actually buried right here where this wooden fence is. So we'll go check that out in a minute. This is the corn crib right here. So actually that back building right there I was pointing to, that's actually the sweet potato farm. This is the corn crib where they would harvest their corn and then they would store it in here. So it's the corn crib. And then where's the sign here? Right here. It was actually one of the most important crops in Georgia at that time. This isn't actually the actual one that was on the farm. It was actually a corn crib from a nearby farm that was really similar to the one that Robert Mable had, and then it was put onto this property. So yeah, this is, because there's a grist mill. That bird poop on the sign, sorry about that. So basically they would put the corn in here, they would harvest it, and then they would throw it in here, and basically the corn would dry out in here. And then you also got the blacksmith shop right over here. Blacksmith shop. Oh, more bird poop, yay. This is actually a replica that existed on the front street of Mableton for many years. So this was also moved as well. So they'd make not only tools, but they'd also make cookware, weapons, things like that. Farm implements also was another important thing. So this is the back of the blacksmith shop. And over here is the sweet potato house, where they would store sweet potatoes. So the sweet potato house. Yeah, pause to read if you need to. So, and then right down here they've got some information from the 1860s agricultural census. Acres improved land, 230. Acres of unimproved land, 410. Cash value of the farm at the time was $3,840. Value of the farm implements and machinery was $400. Value of livestock was $1,380. So that is the sweet potato house, and I'm pretty sure this is where they would store and cure sweet potatoes until it was time to take them to market. And it would convert some of the starches into sugars, improve the flavor, toughens the skin, and things like that. And also prolong the storage life of the sweet potatoes. Those are the sweet potato vines. All right, and I'm gonna take you guys right over here to the cemetery. This is the family cemetery. Robert Mable is buried here, and so is his two wives, his first wife and his second wife as well. And they are also buried over here with their 9 slaves, I believe, that they owned at the time. So this is his first wife's tombstone. And this is the family Bible, which actually has some of the names of the slaves in them. I believe it was only 3 that they found, but I think there was, like I said, it was a total of 9. This is another Mable. Remember, I want to say this is maybe one of his daughters. And this is a picture of the descendants of all the slaves that was taken a while back. So if you look at the cemetery right here, where you see this gravel rock right here and these little stubs, those are actually the slaves right there. And then the family is where the gray ones are at. So this is all the Mable family right here, where you see all these tombstones. Right here. There's the tall one. Because I believe Robert's is missing, actually. His is not here, so I think it collapsed or something, but I'd have to double check that. So don't quote me on that. So yeah, this is the cemetery, and of course you cannot go in because it is locked. And it is a private family cemetery. And then back here, that is the amphitheater where they have concerts and things of that nature. So yeah, that's pretty much the Mable house, and I want to take you to another location because I'm gonna start doing 2 locations per video. It's not too far from here. I want to take you guys to this old mill that is by nearby here. So yeah, I'm going to get into my car and I'm going to take you guys there. And yeah, so I'll see you when I get to the mill. Alright, so we have made it to the ruins. If y'all have ever watched some of my previous like shorts and stuff that I've done, short films, y'all might recognize this. I've actually used this in quite a few of my short films. Yeah, so right over here is, this was the Concord Woolen mill. It was built in 1847 and ceased operations in 1916. This is just some information about it. It was destroyed by fire, and actually in 1889. And they rebuilt it, but as the sign says, its heyday had already passed, unfortunately. So it's been pretty much abandoned ever since. And this is just, they have like an app to where you can scan it and hear about it, more about the mill. And let's see, hopefully maybe they got the grass down enough to where we can maybe go inside the ruins. Oh, ooh, muddy. Yeah, it just rained a couple days ago. And this right here, this building here, I don't know if you can really see it, but it was a storage house where they would store their materials. And then that's the front of the mill. And it's right by, I think it's Nickajack Creek is what this creek is. So here's the storage house. I would go inside there, but I don't know if y'all can see all that overgrow. And your girl is highly allergic to poison ivy, so yeah, that's gonna be a no-go. I could just look at it and I get poison ivy. So unfortunately, it is a little overgrown, so I'm not gonna be able to really go inside of it, but it looks like I can walk along the side of it This is new. Hopefully I don't fall and bust my butt in this mud. Yeah, this mill it's pretty massive. These not wooden beams, but these metal beams were put here just to kind of give the, you know, what it would have looked like. Oh, that water stinks. I'm guessing this is just like a road that they made, that paved for the workers. So yeah, you can't really see it because it's really overgrown now. I do have some photos that I've taken of it and I've actually been inside of it, so I'll probably insert some clips of that here. That is the Concord Road or Concord Woolen Mill. And I know this video probably isn't as interesting as some of my shorts are, but I'm slowly but surely trying to get back into filming and doing my shorts and everything, but you know, working full time and doing some other things. It's kind of hard to try and find time for it, but one of the things I told myself, you know, this year is I am going to try and upload a lot more for you guys. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this bit of history. I don't know if I want to call this bits of history or history bits. Tell me what y'all like in the comments. And also I am going to, and I didn't really like go into depth really about these places, but I will in the description link some stuff that y'all can read. But I don't know if y'all know, it's hot, I'm out of breath, and your girl's not in the best shape right now. But so yeah, I really hope you guys like, subscribe, and hopefully I can start doing more of these videos for you guys every so often. So yeah, love you guys.